Good morning. Time for a tour. I have my narrow leaf mountain mint. It's coming along nicely. I'm actually just going to drop these pots into my 3 chicken run beds. I wanted to root more, and I probably will, but those are the 3 main beds I wanted to. I don't want the mint to take over the bed, but I want the mint in the bed because the flowers are really great for pretty much predatory wasps and everything. So this is my dwarf tomatoes that I'm hoping will start. It might be just too hot and they're going to be like, no, I don't want to come up. Or they might come up and die. We'll see. I did start at least 3 Anaheim pepper plants. Again, it might be too late for that, but I'm going to give it a shot. It can't hurt to try. This chocolate cosmos just doesn't want to stay upright. I don't know what to do with that. The tomatoes are looking a little rough. I mean, they're still putting on flowers. It's just that this is the really hot time of year. Everything is struggling. I have this adorable tiny cucumber that I'm going to pop off today. And I was hoping for more. Well, that bird, every time I feel so bad. You made it a weird place, though, for your nest, my man. So, anyway, like some of these guys, I'm trying to keep them watered, but honestly, it's a hot time of year. There's bugs all over everything. So I'm probably going to yank those. This one looks a little better. Basil looks great. I can't believe that calendula is still here. What happened to the top? What happened to this? Somebody stole it. Nope. Why is it over there? I don't know. The wind must have caught it. Anyway, so yeah, these are looking okay. Probably going to keep these running for a bit. I am trying to seed stuff in the empty spots for like lettuce and whatnot. It's just, like I said, it's so hot right now that it's almost impossible to get anything started outside. So, and my inside space is not cleaned out right now. So, all right, let me get them here. I think I showed you guys last time that we did cut down the black. Oh wow, look, blackberries. So yeah, even middle of summer, blackberries coming up. That cane, that dark brown cane, I'll have to cut that one off. And it looks like there's like a rando oak tree or whatever. So it does look like there's rust on my, I don't know if you guys can see it, on my blackberries. And I'm like only nervous about that because it's right next to my fig, and I'm really working hard to keep the rust off the figs this year. I think that might be a losing battle. We'll just have to see. So not a whole lot new going on in the front yard, but we'll just have to look and see. I did cut down the flower heads here in the hopes that it will put up some new flower heads. We'll see. This black-eyed Susan's finally opening up. This lily's finally opening up, and it's one of my favorites. I think it's called a rose lily, and I think it's the only one out of all the ones I planted that actually like hung in there and came back and still survives. So I cut back the echinaceas so they'll put on a new flush. This Texas Star Hydrangea isn't dead. It just looks, I mean, it's got a lot of leaves but no flowers. The rock rose is, I think, putting on seeds. Like, it's decided to quit putting flowers out and we'll put on seeds. The Magic Kelly Ray, I think. Kelly Ray. Sweet potato is kind of running, but it looks rough right here. I don't know if it's just not getting enough water or what. But I could see some grass, like false mulberry weed. Gonna have to get out here and weed. It's so humid, guys. It's so humid and hot. It's rough. Daylilies, all that's left are the dry stalks. Cicadas. I don't know if you can hear the cicadas, but I can. This pumpkin vine, I don't know. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look like it's running. So, the shiso, horse mint. I am really happy about the beauty berry that I planted. That's it. It's put on a lot of new leaves. I really thought, like, when I got that, it was just this tiny little stick, and I was like, that is not going to go anywhere. There is just some blueberries left. I have had 2 more harvests after I took the net off. So the blueberries are still doing well. I mean, I'm impressed with the fact that the birds haven't just taken them all yet. So I'm gonna have to run the tapes today, the drip tapes, because it's just a little dry. But We've had a couple incidents already this month where we forgot the water was on and ran it like all night long or something. So high water bill will be in our future. This is one of the you know, pumpkins running. That's a passion fruit vine I gotta pull up. Story of my life over here is the passion fruit vine. I just love this helichrysum type thing. It's so pretty. The blanket flowers have gone to seed and I'm cool with it. Like, please go to seed. I did cut down the clasping coneflower. I'm gonna leave this there though because it'll grow up next year. I don't know. I know that there's vine borer damage on my pumpkin vines, but half of them look okay, half of them don't. I'm just gonna let it roll. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what I get, if I get anything. The pear looks good, but it's running into the peach. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. So I'm just letting it stay that way for now. I do tend to trim back this peach in the fall or the middle of winter because I don't want it to split there at the base or anywhere up top and just fall over. I've seen other peach trees like this one on the street and they've just split and died, and I really don't want that to be the case. I brought so many flowers. Can you see all those flowers coming in on this passion fruit vine? And I know there's Gulf fritillary butterflies that come in, lay their eggs, pollinate, but I get so few actual fruits. For as many flowers as there's on this vine every year, I get shockingly 0 fruit. So I'm really kind of hoping maybe this year. You can see I have a yam that's growing up here, and that's actually the yam. They're both voracious. They just kind of fight it out on this arbor, and I try and keep them off of the cherries. I am gonna have to get back on here because clearly they're really starting to roam on this cherry, this Dan King cherry. This little pond, I'm gonna have to go fill that up. It's really low. And let's see, there's some weeds I gotta pull over here. Random blackberry that I didn't plant. This is where the garlics used to be, so that's why it's a little barren. So this looks bad, but honestly, this is actually caterpillar damage. So Baptisia is a host plant for, I don't remember what type of caterpillar it is, but I mean butterfly, but these are, I don't know if you can see the little caterpillars, but these are the guys. They will legitimately defoliate this whole Baptisia plant, and I'm okay with it. Like, that's one of the reasons I grow it. I get flowers in the spring. At least the caterpillars waited till after the flowers to come and lay their eggs, or the butterflies. So yeah, they'll like strip this whole thing, and I'm okay. Like, it happens every year. So, and the same with the passion fruit vine. That Gulf fritillary butterfly will lay eggs on that, and it'll get stripped too. So these guys, I trimmed back all the dead ones, and so now we have nice vibrant ones coming in. This Carolina spice bush is not my favorite. It's really untidy. I don't like the look of it, but I just leave it. And we've got a beautiful kind of yellow, butter yellow gladiolus. The mist flower, I love this mist flower. It just is so pretty, and it'll be covered in purpley blue blossoms soon. Which when I make it a bouquet, these are great. I've made a lot of bouquets this year, just hadn't been something that's been a priority for me. So, this pumpkin vine, oh wow, look, we have our first big boy flower. Now, we don't have a girl flower that I've seen, but I'm gonna take whatever oh look, I gotta go over there, see? That, I gotta get that out of the yard, because the poor neighbors, they don't want a pumpkin patch for a yard. So, let's see, oh wow, look. That's a big old squash bug. I need to go probably get that critter. That's a big one. I know that there's some kind of assassin bug that looks like a good bug. I think they're orange though. This roses just keep putting on new ones. I'm popping off the old ones, but I'm taking it because they're just gorgeous. I love to see this pumpkin vine. Look. This is the mixed one that I got from David the Good. There's a couple of them. Oh look, there's another flower back there. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So I'm hoping we get some pumpkins. Here's hoping. Look at these, just massive. The size of these leaves is huge. Like, I don't know what kind of pumpkin we're gonna get, because it's basically just a landrace mix that his kiddos have been developing. So I'm excited to see what we get. Sugarcane, still going strong. The one in the middle, not so much, but the other two, I'm really happy about that. And we've got some hydrangeas. I don't know what the purple spot is. I think it's a bacterial thing, but it's just, I can't, you know, it's a real humid here. There's probably not a great way to get rid of that. So the Trinidad sweet peppers, that one's got kind of a thing on it, but these are ripe. I'm gonna harvest these. These make a really good like seasoning powder. I mean, you can eat them, but I just use them for the powder. So this is a variegated hydrangea that I got a couple weeks ago. I planted it. I've been trying to really baby it until it gets established right here. And I cleaned up the strawberry tower. So it's just a really hot time of year. So in the fall, they'll put on runners, and I'll put them in all these empty spots and let them get established. In the spring, we'll get more strawberries. But for now, it's just that really hard time of year. I just love this. I love these black-eyed Susans. The wasps like them too. You can kind of see where they like break off a lot of the petals. So this is my perennial, I don't remember what this is called. It's a perennial sunflower. I'm waiting for it to go to flower. I have not cut I knew I was forgetting something when I was doing my trimming. I got to cut the spent flowers off of the echinaceas here. You can see all of the blue bonnets. You can see their little spent shells. And I've been using the water hose to just kind of wash the seeds into this bed. So hopefully next year we'll have a decent bluebell. Look, see, this is how far out this is that. And it comes all the way over here. So if I don't stay on top of this and start pulling stuff out, this sunflower will take over the whole bed. So anyway, I love the Liatris. I've got 2 different types of Liatris, and they just make me happy. I love the Dara flower. That's really showing out too. There's a rose here, but it struggles. Probably just because it's competing with so much other stuff. So the Liatris is kind of coming out because they get real tall. You know what I mean? So sunflowers kind of had its day. That's why I'm waiting for this one to come pop on. Because I like having sunflowers most of the year if I can. I love that the mums in here are growing out, so that makes me happy. Because that means in the fall I'll have some good color. So I guess that's it for now, guys. I mean, no flower stalk on the mullein yet. Maybe not this year, I guess. Zinnias, that's the beauty berry. That's a peach that dropped. That's how I end up with little peach trees, and I give them away to the neighbors and friends. So I don't see any caterpillars on this Baptisia yet, but I'm sure they'll be here soon. And I guess that's it for now, guys.